You cannot change yourself. That's what I thought when I first started, until I realized that the fearful, insecure, not feeling confident me with multiple bad habits is never going to achieve my goals. And the same applies to you, because the you watching this video is far different from the you who is capable of achieving your goals. Because remember this, your life conditions, meaning what income you have, what relationships you have, what shape you are in, how happy or unhappy you are, was created by you. Nobody else did it. You cannot blame others, you cannot blame circumstances for your lack of results, because you created it. And I know most of you don't want to hear this, but I'm giving you back your freedom, because that means if everything you have now, the good and the bad, was created by you, it means if you want to change something about your life, you want to increase your income, you want to improve your relationship, you want to get in better physical shape, you want to get happier, all of these things, they are in your control, but you must change. Because to produce change externally, you first need to produce change internally. And what I called, you must shift your identity. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video, how you can shift your identity so achieving your goals becomes easy. Let me take you back just a few short years when I was still at college, delivering food for Uber Eats and having this goal of starting my online business, hitting $10,000 a month and live life of freedom. But I was still engaging in multiple bad habits. I was still doubting myself. I was worrying if it can work for me, and as a result I wasn't getting any results. Until I realized that the Vash who has already hit $10,000 a month, he's very different than the me trying to start the online business. He's more confident, he doesn't have the bad habits I'm having, he's not thinking why is it not working, because he's confident he can do that. And that's when I realized that I first need to become the future self who has already achieved that goal until I get it. And when I started embodying that person, I started to think better thoughts, I started to have better habits, I started to feel differently. As a result, I achieved my goal in a few short weeks, and then I started 2 more businesses and hit over 7 figures. But I know for a fact if I didn't shift my identity first, I would still be struggling hit even my initial goal of $10,000 a month. So to simplify your identity, it's just how you think, how you act, and how you feel. That's it. And that's why hard work alone is not the answer, because it's just 1/3 of the equation. Let me illustrate this. Just a few months ago, one of our students, Josh, came to us and told us that the whole year was hustling, working hard, taking no days off. And do you know where he was? He was at $3,000 a month, which was far, far away from the goal he had in his mind. And it was bothering me, because I was asking myself, how come he is on paper putting more hours in? He's working harder than the other students, but he's getting less and less results. Until I realized that he was consistent only with his actions. His thoughts and his feelings were totally unaligned. He was worrying, what if it doesn't work and he needs to go back to 9 to 5? He was comparing himself to others. He was feeling like it's not working and he's not good enough to do this. As a result, I cannot be surprised that he wasn't getting the results he wanted, until we help him shift the identity, meaning aligning even his thoughts and feelings with the Josh who has already achieved that goal. And you know what happened? In a few short weeks he achieved his goal as a result of becoming first the person who is capable of achieving his goals. Because most people have it backwards. They tell me, Vash, I will be confident once I sign the first client. Vash, I'm going to remove the bad habits once I hit the goal. But all of these people have it backwards, because they are never going to achieve their goals until they first become the person who is capable of achieving their goals. You first need to become that person, and then you will get the goal or the result as a byproduct of you becoming that person. So let's make it extremely practical, because watching this video is not enough. Let's start shifting your identity today. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at the goal you wrote down, the thing you want to achieve. As for me, it was the $10,000 a month. That was the goal. And then ask yourself this: if I've already achieved that goal, how would that person think, act and feel? You clearly want to define that person, because I wanted to hit $10,000 a month, but I was afraid to charge $2,000. I wanted to live a life of freedom, but I was afraid to travel. All of these things were stopping me. All of these things were unaligned. So ask yourself, who do you need to become? And then print it out. Write down at least 3-5 new thoughts, 3-5 new behaviors, 3-5 new feelings that the future self would be embodying. And then I want you to read it every single day, so you never forget and you always remember what thoughts, what actions and what feelings you want to have today to get closer to your vision. And I guarantee you one thing: if you truly do that, if you start acting, thinking, feeling like the future self, the achievement of the goal is inevitable. So that's what you need to do. You need to shift your identity, and that's why most people never achieve their goals, because they are trying to create a new result, new life condition by staying the same person, and that never works. You first need to change that. You need to change how you think, feel and act to actually get to that result. And to change your identity faster, check out the video I've done on how to use visualization to become your future self. And if you want to jump on a fast track, then go to 7days7figures.com so we can walk you through how you can change your identity. And the great thing is just $7, so you have no excuse